see. There we go. Looks like we are up and running. Let me check the. Oh, hey, hey. All right, we will get started here in just a moment. We're still going through some final stuff here.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. That appears to be working. I don't need to be listening to it. Wait for some of our wonderful listeners and viewers to show up, and we will get this party started, maybe. I don't know. It's Sunday. It's a holiday weekend. Do we really care? That is the question.
We always care.
You don't have to lie to the people. There's nobody listening right now, probably, anyway.
We care.
What was that? Oh. Alrighty. Oh, Jenny's here. What's up?
Loyal.
First to the party.
Oh, no, but I got Sleepy Travie voice. It's going to be a sexy episode.
Sexy episode.
You'll never find blum, 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 blum.
That's good.
A hairline like mine.
Me neither. I have a great hairline. It's called non-existent.
That's fair.
Jessica's here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome all. Hopefully OBS, when I upload this, hopefully they fixed whatever it is they did to this shit, and after the show I will upload it and install the new version, and hopefully it won't be a cluster F-bomb, because I'm not cussing. I found Jesus. I'm not cussing.
For the first, what is it, like 3 minutes or something like that?
Like 30, 40 seconds. I don't know. What's up? My mother's here. Hello, mother.
Hello, mother.
Hello,
Phil's mother.
Oh, why are we getting a notification that Ghost in the Night is live? I'm well aware. Thank you, Mr. Computer.
Sweet.
All right, but tonight we are doing the Mount St. Helens and Government Conspiracy. If you don't know, you will soon know.
You're about to fucking know.
Is Bigfoot real? And has the government been hiding it from us all along? How do you think they created all these vaccines? They experimented on fucking Bigfoot.
We got another subscriber.
I know, I saw that. Look at us. I'm just joking about the Bigfoot vaccine conspiracy. That was a joke, people. Before they cancel us and shut us down, and
oh Lord,
there's black helicopters hovering over this place. It was a joke. I said it in jest. I hope everybody's having a good holiday weekend. I didn't even
I say we hit the intro at 7:36 and just fucking roll.
We're going to roll. This will be a light one, though. This is going to be a fun one. This is a nice, light topic.
I'm really excited to see if the little piece of information that I have, if you have it or not, because I'm excited if you don't, because I feel like you're going to go, oh, really?
I did learn something, though, about Mount St. Helens.
What?
Most people would associate the date, but it actually started months earlier.
Yeah, well, I mean, isn't Mount St. Helens like ready to blow at any point in time still to this day?
I think that's Yellowstone. And when Yellowstone blows,
everybody's dead.
We're all...
Well, a lot of people are dead.
We're screwed here in the continental United States. We'll just say that.
We're fucked.
That'll be a fireworks show you don't want to see.
I don't know. I might sign up for this. Speaking of fireworks, fucking WEBN fireworks is tonight.
Oh, that's right. See, I keep forgetting today's a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
End of summer, kids.
It should be good. That fucking fireworks show is always so good. Shout out to the Rozzies.
Oh, it's going to be running low on the juice. That's all right.
The juice is loose.
All right. I say we, what time did you say?
7:36. They gave us like a minute and a half.
All right.
Then we'll get some house cleaning out of the way. We'll bitch about stuff, and then we'll jump into the fucking topic.
Okay. I saw some funny shit on the interstate this weekend.
Save it for 7:30. It's 7:36.
Oh, let's start this shit. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Ghost in the Night, a paranormal and true crime podcast. I'm Phil. Travis is sitting to my left. Say hi, Travis.
George Bush did 9/11.
That's the wrong conspiracy. This is a conspiracy episode, essentially.
I don't actually believe that.
We're going to dive into...
I wouldn't say that he did 9/11.
We will dive into 9/11 at some point.
I would say that he knew about it.
That is a very good bet. I would place money on those odds. But tonight we are doing the Mount St. Helens and Government Conspiracy. Dum, dum, dum.
Vroom, vroom, motherfucker.
But if you think the government is telling you everything,
shut up.
You're a freaking idiot. If you think the government does not lie to you, you're a freaking idiot. And if I'm breaking news to you with this knowledge, you're a freaking idiot. So that's what we're going to cover. Does the government know about Bigfoot? Have they been keeping it hidden just like E.T.? That is what we are discussing.
E.T., Eddie Torres, the extra testicle.
Damn.
It's from Cheech and Chong.
It's been so... I've
I think the second or third one. The one when they go to Amsterdam.
I've been a kid. I was a kid last time I saw that shit. But that's what we're discussing tonight. Hope everybody's having a great holiday weekend here in the States. And for our, what is it, Slovenian listeners? Or Slovenian, who we are still charting.
Are we?
Yes, we are still in the 80s, baby. We're up.
Damn.
Up 2, down 1, up 2, down 1, down 3. They love us in Eastern. The Eastern Bloc loves our shit.
All right, Dan.
What's up, Gregory? Gregory's here. They love us. We are just their cup of fucking tea.
We love all of our listeners. We love all of our viewers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video.
But I was on...
we have to get the More You Know star. I need it.
Dun, dun, dun.
With the twinkly sounds and fucking everything. I need it.
I will work on it. I will see if I can find it.
I need it like fucking Bill Clinton needs life-saving surgery in Preparation H. He looks like shit.
Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you know who looks like shit? It's a sad story. Way off topic.
Our president.
You mean the Crypt Keeper? Yes.
God, there's a reason why they have the camera so fucking far away from that man.
We are living the movie Weekend at Bernie's. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, 100%. He's out here falling off bikes and shit.
But I saw a special on Lex Luger.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen them after he had that, I guess it was a stroke type thing?
I watched it.
Oh, that's fucking sad.
Yeah, I watched it not too long ago.
And how, for all our religious people out there, how can a man find God like he did? Because he was a fuck up before. Mm-hmm. I mean, bad fuck up. Found God. And then a couple years later, you know what? Boom.
Right.
Obviously, God had an Old Testament moment.
Yeah, he was like, you're going to pay for this, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna
but to his credit, took it with a smile and kept rolling with it. Making his life even better now. Me, I would have been a little bitch about it.
Yeah, God was like, you're about to go through the torture rack yourself, boy.
Yeah. So, this weekend I was on soiree.
Never. We'll talk about it.
And I saw something funny on the interstate. I was going to save this for Wednesday.
Was it before or after that selfie you posted on Instagram?
Oh, it was way after. Speaking, I thought if you follow us on...
Are you trying to grow your personal brand?
I'm trying to get more catfish to hit on me.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that.
I thought it was working last night.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, somebody!"
Dude, hashtag the shit out of it.
Somebody liked
hashtag hookup. Hashtag looking for fun. I don't know.
Somebody liked and commented. I couldn't see who it was. I just got to think. I said, "Oh, another one." Just took a nibble. Let me jerk it and reel it in. I looked. I was like, "Oh shit, no, that's not a catfish."
Yeah, I know.
That's somebody's significant other. I said, "Damn it." Anyway, I was driving down Interstate 69. That adds to the story. I saw a billboard.
Yeah.
And it said, and I shit you not, explore Uranus.
On I-69?
On I-69. I said, the person I was with, I said, oh, I should have took a picture of that. There has to be another one. But I was going so fast. Another one came up, said something about Uranus. It's a billboard for a fudge factory.
Uranus Fudge Factory off of I-69.
Whoever came up with that is a fucking genius. That's all I'm saying.
If you're ever in Indiana, don't forget to stop by. Go on down Interstate 69 and don't forget to stop at fucking Uranus Chocolate Factory.
It's exit 22 on exit 69. I was like, how somebody has a brilliant sense of humor. Uranus Fudge Factory on Interstate 69.
I suggest the milk chocolate with peanuts or the dark chocolate with corn. It's corn. It's the lump with the knobs. It's got the juice.
It was freaking hilarious. I loved it. I giggled for an hour.
Has that TikTok trend invaded your fucking airspace yet?
What?
The corn kid?
No.
It's corn.
My TikTok is full of OnlyFans girls or the mother. I'm falling in love with that one guy that
Gregory has ordered stuff from Uranus Chocolate Factory.
Gregor, you've ordered stuff from my anus?
That's what I'm saying. Where's my check?
I've never heard of this. I giggled. I swear I giggled for an hour.
You think the McAfee guy started that place?
I don't know. Probably.
You know he liked to get pooped on. That's what the Hispanic maids or whatever said. It is when he took off from the country.
Hey, I can get behind just about any sexual fetish, but that's a bit
They
much.
said he'd pay him extra money to sit on a hammock and shit on his face.
Nice.
Oh, cybersecurity that.
Yeah, I'd take the virus. Fuck that.
He's out here supposed to be protecting my fucking laptop that I don't have from a virus, and he's out here getting his face shit on. That's how you get COVID. That's how you get COVID and pink eye. Double whammy. Can't see, can't breathe. Got poop all over you.
I just know. Only thing I know for sure is Uranus Fudge Factory.
Fudge.
Brilliant branding, brilliant marketers. They can brand like it's some of it. It's brands itself.
They should try to get the rights to Mr. Hanky from South Park.
Anyway.
Oh, you don't watch South Park? You don't know about Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo?
No.
He's a turd. He only comes out around Christmas time.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's like Santa. Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo, small and brown, he comes from you.
Sweet, but there are some big
anuses.
There's some of those out there too. But
gaping buttholes.
Wednesday, if we do What the Fuck Wednesday, there's some new developments in the Phil Catfish love story.
Excellent. Save it for Wednesday.
I'm just saying. I've had a few.
That gives us something to talk about on Wednesdays.
I'll just give a little teaser here. The ones I discussed with, the one I discussed about.
Are they back?
Hit me up today again. I was like, dude.
Like the movie, sometimes they come back.
They're like herpes. They just keep coming back. You can't take a hint. Anyway, all right, let's get to Mount St. Helens.
But before we get to the subject, I want everybody that's viewing this right now, if you love us and you appreciate our time and our effort in entertaining you, I want you to share this with 3 people and see if they come in the chat and say, so-and-so sent me. And if they say so-and-so sent me, I will show my nipple.
Easy. Well, we just lost all viewers. Anyway.
Just throwing it out there.
Let's get to Mount St. Helens and the Bigfoot.
Explosions.
The big feets.
Bigsfoots.
Is 2 Bigfoots big feets?
I don't know. I've heard that argument multiple times.
That's a good question.
It is.
I don't know.
Big feets. And I still want to know. I still need to fucking know the information of whether or not Bigfoot has a fucking human-esque dick or if it has a dog dick.
I do not know if it has a human penis or a red rocket.
Actually, now that I think about it, there's no question there. It would have a somewhat human-esque penis. Because so do primates. Question answered. Now, werewolves, on the other hand.
But nobody talks, in all the Bigfoot sightings.
Nobody talks about dicks.
Nobody talks about a big.
But in the Patterson Gimlet film, they did say that there was noticeable breasts.
That was a female, apparently.
Titties.
Who doesn't like boobies?
Big feets and big titties.
If you like boobies, raise your hand.
I mean, I like butt better, but, you know.
I mean, if you can get...
Speaking of butt, go visit Uranus Fudge Factory in Indiana off I-69. I'm going to be plugging that place for free all day. I'm plugging Uranus Fudge Factory. Suck it, motherfuckers.
Oh,
there's a clip.
We're calling them. Hit them up on social media or something.
For sure.
We're getting a Uranus Fudge Factory sponsorship.
For sure.
Next week, we are working that shit.
For sure.
We are your guys. If you're going to name your shit, literally, Uranus Fudge Factory, we are your fucking spokesman.
And you're not going to, I'm copywriting it so they can't steal it if they see this video. Like, how is one of your fucking slogans like not like we're your fudge plug?
What do I have? Never mind. I'm not. No,
Nope. What?
I'm not going there. No,
What?
No shit talk today. I'm done. We're getting into Bigfoot.
Poop.
No, I don't want poop.
Bigfoot's poop?
I'm sure they do. Does a Bigfoot poop in the woods?
But no, they're that classy. They come out of the woods and go to like campgrounds and shit in fucking.
That's where all the
potties.
That's all the reason for all the sightings. They're trying to take a shit.
Or they're running away from taking a shit.
Either or.
Interesting. Here tonight on Ghost of the Night podcast, we're talking about Bigfoot's taking shits
and whether or not they have. But I
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I do want to ask. All these Bigfoot sightings and all these blurry pictures, nobody's once talked about a big swinging hog or a giant set of balls.
It's so true. Like, and that's not even me being immature or childish about it. Like, that's just how it works. Male primates have fucking genitalia. I mean, on the outside of their body. You would think that if you have a fucking 8-foot tall hairy man beast, he would have a fucking dong.
Long and strong. Down to get the friction on. A little sort of mix-a-lot for you right there.
It's interesting. And traditionally, primates have huge balls.
Exactly. What's the first thing you see in a bamboo? Babu. You don't notice
their ass.
That and the 2 cantaloupes they got swinging.
It's an interesting thought. We do better, hoaxers.
Yes. Fuck them, footprints.
Yeah.
If you want to
show me a cock print.
No. What it should be is 2 prints or a set of prints with a big
one dragging
with balls dragging behind. Then you know you got a Bigfoot.
Excellent.
Everything else is a hoax. All right. So
my gears are turning. I know how we're going to get famous now. Bigfoot ball prints.
On May 18th.
Bigfoot dildos. It's got to be a thing. There's Bigfoot erotica.
Oh, I'm going to search that on Pornhub
tonight.
It's
disgusting. No, like literature.
Oh, fuck
it's
that.
So like, there's aliens, there's paranormal erotica, and it's so grossly detailed.
Didn't we talk about a Bigfoot human love affair in one of our What the Fuck Wednesdays, like one of the first ones? The lady had the relationship with Bigfoot.
I'm sure.
It kept coming to her garden.
Yeah, he did. I got one for you.
What?
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
The egg.
The rooster. You heard it here live, folks.
We are fucking immature.
I was dad joking the fuck out of people this weekend. Why koala bears aren't real bears?
Why?
They don't fit all the qualifications. You want to hear my deaf friend's favorite joke?
Sure. What the hell?
So does he.
You're an asshole. All right, fuck it. We're getting to Bigfoot Mountain Helens. On May 18th is the official date of the eruption.
In which year of our Lord?
1980.
A good year.
Good year.
Crystal Pepsi was probably still not even a thing yet.
We hadn't even got the new Coke yet, I don't think.
What do you mean, without the cocaine in it?
No, you don't remember new Coke?
No.
They had Coke, then they had tried a new formula.
It was literally called New Coke.
It was called New Coke, and there was such a fucking outrage about it, they went back to old Coke.
That's ridiculous. No, Crystal Pepsi, though. Go on.
But May 18th of 1980 is the official eruption date where shit got heavy. But officially it started going off, it started burping and farting, a little, spitting out some, little pre-cum, if you will.
Are we talking about Mount St. Helens, or are we talking about Uranus Fudge Factory?
We're talking about Mount
off I-69 in Indiana.
We're talking about Mount St. Helens. But,
did you say a little bit of pre-cum, if you will?
Yes. Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
Here's another. I'm sorry, kids.
Here's another one. I should be a fucking millionaire and a scientist. Who the fuck decided that should be the name? Who the fuck didn't decide to scientifically call it premen?
I think we should write a local congressman over this.
Or I guess it does go. You can have pre-ejaculate, which you can shorten to pre-jack. But premen.
Pre-Jack City. That's a different fucking crack cocaine movie. That's all I'm saying. Pookie is a whole nother character.
Pookie's getting that pre-Jack City in the Dookie.
Let's just say Chris Rock.
And he got it from the fucking Uranus Fudge Factory on I-69 in Indiana. They are not a sponsor. It's just fun to talk about.
All right, but
I'm sending this. I'm sending clips of every time I say that to them on Instagram.
Please do. But officially, it started hiccuping and burping and farting and all that stuff, pre-coming, if you will.
Oh my God, that makes me think of another video.
No, stop.
What was it? It was
stop.
like a TikTok. It was like a dude. He was talking about. He was like, I had that pussy burping, farting. But I was like, that's the least romantic thing I've ever heard. Sir, please get off my fucking telephone screen.
Right, but. It started its shenanigans in March of, I believe, the 27th of 1980. So it was ahead of free month.
That Mount St. Helens was a real tomfool.
There was a lot of foreplay going on before
the explosion.
He blew his wad extremely hard.
Well, it's Mount St. Helens.
Well,
so she.
Well, there's males that can have female
What
names.
if volcanoes are just God's zits?
That's a good point. I like it. But
somebody fucking write a letter to Osmosis Jones and find out for us.
Right. When on May 18th, when it officially erupted, and shit got hairy, it was one of the most deadly.
No, it got quite smooth due to the heat.
Yes, it was one of the most deadly and economically destructive volcano eruptions in the history of the continental United States.
Okay, I was going to say that's a bold statement, depending on how they phrase it.
Now, a lot of people have heard about how one whole side of the face fell off. Actually, an earthquake happened. Of course, there was earthquakes, little minuscule earthquakes going on before that, setting it off. But a big one, setting
it off like Queen Latifah.
Yeah, a big one
Jada
went
Pinkett
off.
Smith.
A big one went off, and that's what caused that landslide, essentially. An eruption column rose 80,000 feet.
Yeah.
The sonic or pyroclastic. I'm sorry.
Pyroclastic or pyroclastic.
That's what I said. Pyroclastic.
I'm just confirming.
Pyroclastic.
Because now we're dealing with stuff that I am naturally.
Generally I try to stay away from those scientific words.
You can't when it comes to this type of thing.
But a pyroclastic
liquid hot magma
flow occurred, which is a fast moving current or hot gas, volcanic matter, collectively known as tephra, whatever the fuck that is, that flows along the ground away from a volcano at an average of, this is what I didn't get, at an average of 62 to 400 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a wide disparity of, if it said between 2 and 400 miles, I would get it, but 62?
Well, I mean, realistically, it would probably depend on when the projectile was projectiled, because you have different levels of energy expulsion at different points in time. So if it's just like a little, then 62 miles an hour. But if it's like the full on force, the full kinetic energy of the explosion, then you have a drastic increase in velocity.
And also, the gases can reach anywhere from about 1,000 degrees Celsius to 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm a scientist, for anybody who's new here.
Now, a series of large volcanic mudslides reached as far as the Columbia River.
And speaking of mudslides, don't forget to try the peanut butter mudslide at fucking Uranus Fudge Factory in Indiana off I-69.
Which the Columbia River is approximately 50 miles away. There was one of the. That's
actually not that.
No,
like that's not that far of a spread at all.
50 miles in. No, I mean that's a pretty good.
I get a pretty far spread when I stop at the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana.
All right, this was one of the largest landslides ever recorded on the planet.
Landslides are fucking terrifying.
Oh fuck yeah, they are.
Like everybody's like tornadoes, fucking tsunamis, motherfucker. What do you do when the Earth decides that way? Like, you just have you seen those videos? Yeah. Like, I saw a video of some dude. He was just like recording out like the bed of his truck while he's like running down, like driving down the street as the fucking Earth is just coming down the street. There's just pine trees in the middle of the street. Like, hey Tim, fuck that. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting my dick?
I'm more terrified of volcanoes because you get all this shit. Tornadoes, whatever. Your chances of getting hit by a tornado are slim to none.
Oh yeah, if the right reaction happened in the mantle and set off every volcanically active location on the planet, it's over.
But
if there is even a crust left to speak of it doesn't just explode in general, dunzo.
But I've seen Dante's Peak. And
fucking.
And what was the other one with Tommy Lee Jones and where LA?
I've seen it, but I don't know.
What's the fucking name of that movie? Where the LA is
not a good Tommy Lee Jones movie.
LA is sitting on top of a volcano. What the whatever. I've seen that. I mean, but lava, the ash, which breathing it in, the temperature and the particles will kill you instantly. And
if it's a big enough explosion, if it's a big enough eruption, it can block out the fucking sun.
Volcano was the name of the movie. That's right.
God damn it, Phil!
I know that.
This is why we're not famous yet.
That was kind of embarrassing. And just the fuck. Then you have to worry about mudslides, landslides, shit slides, Uranus slides. Go ahead, one last time.
What?
One last time. I said Uranus slides. Go ahead and do it one last time.
Let your Uranus slide on into the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana for the finest fudge. And I got to find a catchphrase, a slogan with plug in it.
But like I said earlier, this was one of the largest landslides ever recorded on the planet. The total volume of the landslide was 3.3 billion, that's with a B, cubic yards. That's a lot of cubic yards.
It's about as many yards of produced fudge as they make at the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69
said just one more.
Indiana.
That's two. The USGS stated that over the course of the day, the prevailing winds blew 520 million tons of ash eastward, causing a complete darkness in Spokane. Spokane, Washington, which is approximately 250 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
That would be some scary ass shit.
Yeah, that's like not abnormal,
right?
For a sizable eruption. Look at Pompeii. Do you know they found people encased in ash that were masturbating and having sex at Pompeii?
Well, hey, that's how I'm going. If
I mean, what do you expect to happen? You have a fucking entire community that just gets, which also makes me think, like, what would happen? I always had this thought when I was younger. How destructive and catastrophic do you think it would be if instead of a normal snowfall like we're used to, if all the snow that you were going to get in an area fell at one time?
That would suck. Well, here it wouldn't be bad.
I don't know, because you think if you're getting what?
I think if
you get like 2 inches of snow, like that's got to be how many thousands of pounds per square yard?
We only get on average.
Well, not per square yard. But
here in Ohio, well, this part of Ohio, like 11 inches of snow on average.
Yeah, but we get 3,400 inches of fucking ice.
Yes. Well, no, I'd rather have our ice than Tennessee ice or, northern Georgia ice.
Or the ice in Indiana off I-69 at the Uranus Fudge Factory.
Anyway, where was I at? Mount St. Helens deposited ash.
Get your fudge hole plugged at the Fudge Factory, the Uranus Fudge Factory.
But Mount St. Helens deposited ash in 11 U.S. states and 5 Canadian provinces.
Damn.
Major ash falls fell as far as central Montana. We're talking, oh shit, it's snowing outside. Ash.
It sounds like that'd be a good metal band name. Major Ashfall.
But ashfall was reported as far away as the Great Plains, which right about 900 miles, roughly that diameter or that distance.
Yeah, that makes you like what are we considering ashfall at that distance? Just the existence of it. Period. They found one.
A flurry, like a snow flurry.
Like somebody just.
The ash cloud spread across the United States in 3 days. Once it got up in the jet stream.
What an ash
And
hole.
it also went around the world.
Like David, is that David Guetta? Around the world, around the world.
The Mount St. Helens ash cloud went around the world in 15 days. So 15 days later, it came back around to Mount St. Helens.
Yeah, suck it, Jackie Chan, in that shitty fucking movie version of Around the World in however many days. Yes. 80 days, whatever the fuck.
The thermal energy released during the eruption was equal to 26 megatons of TNT. That seems a little low to me. course, I don't know what a megaton of TNT
Is there a video of this eruption?
I'm sure there is.
I really hope somebody made a compilation of the eruption to the song TNT by AC/DC. Just like boom, boom, boom from different angles. I'm TNT. I'm 28 million tons of dynamite.
Approximately 57 people lost their life.
Which is like, don't.
That's actually,
I was gonna say, I'm not trying to downplay it. Like, that sucks. Like, loss of life, as fuck off and slapstick as we are, loss of life is never a good thing, and it's not cool. But like, that is a very conservative. What's the word I'm looking for?
death count.
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
But
for what happened there.
Well, but you got to remember, it's not. Spokane's 250 miles away. It's not an overly dense populated area. Now, if that fucker went off like downtown Cincinnati, say northern Kentucky had a fucking volcano, there'd be millions of deaths. But anyway, where was I at?
How many deaths would there be if it erupted at the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana?
5.
100,000? Because that's how delicious their fudge is?
No.
Here, actually, you know what?
No,
let's sidebar this for a second. How the fuck did you see a sign for the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana, and you didn't stop and get fudge from the Uranus fucking Fudge Factory?
I was in her. I had to get to.
Guess what, fucknut? We're going on a goddamn
we're going
road
on a road
trip.
because I'm taking a picture of that.
I mean,
think of all the memes
we could literally do that, like between getting off work and going to the gym.
Think about all the memes we could do with that.
Think about all the photo opportunities.
Oh, we're taking a trip. We're taking a road trip one day.
Yeah. Do you think if they don't sell chocolate butt plugs,
we could be back?
I wonder if they sell chocolate buttholes. Have you seen those?
No.
You know how they have like the Clone of Willy?
No, I'm not big into Fudge World.
Well, like a Clone of Willy is like a kit where you can like make a mold of your stocking balls, and you can make a dildo for your loved one. You can order online a mold kit for your butthole, and then you can make like ice cubes or chocolates or whatever you want that are your butthole.
If either one of us did that and we gave it to somebody, they'd like, "What is this? A toothpick?"
Of our dicks?
Yes.
Is this a Vienna sausage they forgot to cut the end off of?
Okay, where was I at? Let's see. The property damage is interesting.
Oh, God.
1.1 billion.
That actually seems kind of low.
In today's money, it's 3.6, which does...
It still seems kind of low.
It's just wooded area, I guess. And maybe a few cabins. The eruption was preceded by 2 months of earthquakes, basically. Little minor earthquakes and a little rumbling of the tummy of the earth.
Everybody's just like, don't worry about it. No, it's just talking shit. It's not going to do anything.
Hundreds of square miles were reduced to a wasteland.
Yeah.
Thousands of animals were killed, which is where we're going to get to. And Mount St. Helens was left with a crater on the north side. Now.
That shit's sad, too. That shit. Did you see all those videos and shit like that from when Australia was, like, the continent of Australia was just on fire? It was so sad. Like,
I vaguely remember. That was 2020, wasn't it?
Yeah, like there was like volunteers going out there and like running away with like singed koala bears and shit, like just dumping water on them. It was so sad. And the only way to cure the sadness is to stop at the Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana and get a chocolate butt plug and a John Holmes-sized fucking
I will say this.
Wonka bar.
Only in Indiana would you find such a sign. I actually hate the state of Indiana, but after I saw that, I was like, okay, I like it.
Indiana's known for a couple things. Hoosiers, Colts, Uranus Fudge Factory, and little known fact apparently these days, because everybody blames the South for everything, I guess, the birthplace of the KKK.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yeah, Indiana? Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to
I'll Google it right
Wikipedia that. What was that? Speaking of Uranus Fudge Factory, I want to be the guy or the woman that approved that business license. Oh, yes, I'm stamping that motherfucker.
If I was that person, I would have immediately been like, I need fucking stock, and I will sign it right now.
What's up? Tyler's here. No, Travis, we have not found a grenade-shaped butt plug yet.
Oh no, they're real. They exist.
Why do we not have one for our?
You can get butt plugs and dildos shaped like anything.
I want one.
Have you seen the
right
Mad Dragon?
What?
The Mad Dragon is a big ass dildo that I guess is, if a dragon has a dick, that's what they think it looks like. You can get alien dildos, zombie dildos.
Oh, we're placing some orders and we're setting them up right here. Ow.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that because we'll never be able to compete with Brohio.
Oh,
Girth Brooks.
Yeah.
A 65-pound dildo. Did you listen to the episode where they interviewed the guy that sent that to him?
No.
He paid like $700 for that thing. And these guys just put sunglasses and a mullet wig on it. They did take it to their last live show, though.
Anyway, now, I mentioned several animals, thousands upon thousands of animals were sadly killed during this eruption, which makes sense. It's going to happen. When you get that kind of volcanic eruption with that kind of, mud flow and shit going on and gases flying everywhere, the earth farting all over them, they're going to die. Now, but here's the question that I pose to you.
I may have lied. According to this, the KKK was started in Pulaski, Tennessee.
Sorry,
Sounds
Indiana.
about right.
Sorry, Indiana.
But Indiana was also pretty bad. There was a point in Indiana's history where the KKK pretty much owned local politics. Do better.
Hey, at least we fact check ourselves here.
Who's your daddy?
All right. But amongst the animals that were dead, apparently anywhere from 5 to 30 Bigfoot perished in the Mount St. Helens eruption. Which, listen, Washington State, Bigfoot capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
just that region in general.
Yeah.
Even
the
into
Pacific
Canada. Yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, where it's like literally you can't even, like, your spit can travel further from your mouth than you can fucking see into those woods.
Right. Now, the conspiracy with all this is that the government is keeping the existence of Bigfoot from us. They're hiding from us. And you know how I know this? Because there were, like I said, there are several stories.
Because Google told you?
What? Yeah, because, a podcast and YouTube showed me.
Yeah. Gangster rap made me do it.
But
Ice Cube, bitches.
There are several stories of eyewitness accounts and whistleblowers. 3, 4. They're always coming out about this particular incident.
I just had a great idea. I'm going to pen a very well-worded message and DM Ice Cube. We need Ice Cube narrated, like, cryptid and or paranormal shows or documentaries. Could you imagine that shit? That would be so great.
Yes.
Especially after, like, you just imagine that he just speaks like he did in Anaconda. Be like have two narrators. Have Ice-T and then Ice Cube. Like the Ice Bigfoot will be the name of the show. It'll be like, and Ice-T will do a lot of it. It'll be like, in the Pacific Northwest, you can find Bigfoots deep inside the woods where nobody can see. And then they see, like, look at this evidentiary video of a Bigfoot caught by Marcus Weathers on 1983. And there's like, and then there's just big fucking monkey thing walking by the Ice Cube. Just, is Bigfoots this big out here? They started throwing rocks. I said, what you hit me for?
All right. But, a lot of these stories were from eyewitness accounts, National Guardsmen, because naturally any kind of disaster like this, the National Guard gets called and the Army Corps of Engineers gets called, apparently, especially when there's that kind of devastation to a mountain, I guess.
Excellent. Somebody in the chat, Tyler in the chat said Mike Tyson is the field investigator. But you see, I'm pretty sure that these tracks, they stop right here. Oh, look, there's some mushrooms. Those aren't the good kind of mushrooms I like to eat with Jake Paul on his podcast. So, basically what we're going to do here is we're going to make a plaster mold of this footprint, and we're going to send it back to Ice Cube and Ice-T for more further investigation. Look at that motherfucking footprint!
I quit. I quit.
Oh my god.
But all these stories.
It looks like a really big Bigfoot, but I'm pretty sure I will fuck him. If Bigfoot was in prison with me, I will fuck him in the ass.
I know one thing. He ain't biting Bigfoots here.
Don't put anything past Mike Tyson.
For one, he's what, 5'9"?
You want to say something to Mike Tyson's
Oh,
face?
he would bend me over and fuck me hard. That's no doubt.
Jesus Christ. Did you see how fast he got in shape for that fucking charity fight? Holy fuck.
I'm just saying, biting the ear of a 7 to 9 foot fucking creature might be a little difficult for a 5'9" guy.
I don't know. Ice Cube, come here. Let me get on your shoulders. I'm going to fuck this hairy motherfucker up. I'm going to get at you like I got at Lennox Lewis, even though Lennox Lewis beat the fuck out of me because I was like 42 years old.
Where was I? But anyway, these stories, they're all kind of similar. So I'm not going to read individual stories. I'm just kind of group them all together and talk about some of the similar facts and some of the eyewitness accounts.
One of these days, I'm just going to fucking read stories in celebrity impersonations.
I think that would be a good
We were
fucking
walking
episode.
through the forest and we thought we saw a Bigfoot. It was really just my Uncle John trying to fuck a squirrel. Oh my god, this might be a little edgy, but speaking of squirrels, I did see something that cracked me the fuck up yesterday.
What?
It was on TikTok, and it was this black dude on TikTok, and he was just kind of like doing the face, and like the caption just said, "I saw another black person today call a squirrel a squigger," and I was like, I hope to God that is a real story because I want to meet that person because they might be the funniest person in America.
I just got real fucking nervous real quick.
Dude,
it took
I
me
saw
a minute.
I was like, could you imagine just hanging out with one of your friends and they just pull that out of their ass and you're like, wait, what? Did you write that? Like, have you been working that on crowds for a while? Because that's the single funniest thing I've heard this year. Somebody tell Mike Tyson about this.
Oh, here
He
we go.
called the squirrel a squigger. That's hilarious. I had a tiger one time.
Oh, we're so fucked. Okay.
I called him Tigger, but that was just because it was my favorite childhood book. Back when I used to get bullied on the mean streets of Brooklyn. I told him I'd kill a motherfucker if he touched my honey. Yes, a reboot of Winnie the Pooh with like Mike Tyson and shit. Oh, bother. Christopher Robin, what the fuck you doing in my goddamn woods again?
That's what we ought to do, actually. We're going to get children's books.
Yes.
And have you read them.
As Mike Tyson?
As Mike Tyson. We're starting that fucking YouTube channel.
Ferdinand the Bull.
We're starting that fucking channel.
No fucking Dr. Seuss books, because racist.
Oh, we're doing Dr. Seuss. We don't give a fuck. Just because
Christ.
he was a racist doesn't mean his work is.
Well, Walt Disney was a fucking Nazi, too, apparently.
And a satanic worshiper, but that's okay.
I believe the Nazi thing.
Who doesn't like fucking Pixar Buzz Lightyear? I mean, you got to take the good with the fucking bad here, don't you?
Just Mike Tyson everything. I'm just going to Mike Tyson voice over everything. You got a friend in me. Somebody tell the fucking dinosaur to shut the fuck up.
Children's books. Think of the market. We hit everybody. We're better than Disney. We'd be better than Disney. Kids will love it because it's a fucking children's story. Parents will love it because
see, we got to go complete opposites. You got to use like Mike Tyson for like children's books,
yes.
And then we'll do like Morgan Freeman for like erotic novels. He spread her legs and he entered her stink rink.
Oh, we're doing it
with the passion of 1,000,000 men.
We're either going to start a new YouTube
Andy
channel.
Dufresne crawled through a river of shit a half mile and finished on. I'm just kidding.
We're going to start another YouTube channel, do another fucking weekly episode, and I'm just going to sit here. It's going to be just like this. You're going to be sitting there with a book in front of you reading. I'm just going to be fucking laughing. That's the show.
You got to fit Christopher Walken in there. I love doing a Christopher Walken. Did you ever hear Dave Grohl's story about Christopher Walken when they were on Saturday Night Live together?
We are going to get back to Bigfoot.
This is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. He said Dave Grohl was talking about they were the musical guest on Saturday Night Live and Christopher Walken was hosting it. And you know how the host always introduces the musical guest? He said that Christopher Walken came back into the green room and he said, so, is the accent on Foo or fighters? And he said, fighters, I guess, man. And he said Christopher Walken actually went on that stage and he said, ladies and gentlemen, The Foo Fighters.
Yeah, Christopher Walken's classic.
Oh yeah, you have to have the cadence, and you gotta stop, and every once in a while you get a little grimy. Your father, he kept this watch. He kept this uncomfortable piece of metal in his ass for 5 long years, and now I give it to you, Butch.
All right, let's get back to Bigfoot. Now, most of these stories are talking about Bigfoot casualties after the eruption. The stories vary, but people state that anywhere from 5 to 30 Bigfoot perished in the eruption.
What is 5 to 30? What is it? Are the other ones just big motherfuckers?
Well, it's just, I think probably.
Is Shaq's family in there?
Let's be honest. If Bigfoot was real, several perished. 30 is right. But the reason for the discrepancy, I would think, I'm going to justify it by they might only saw, person A might only saw 5 bodies.
Or there's just a bunch of assholes out there. Like, no, that's one of the American gorillas.
Which there's no zoo around there, so that would be a Bigfoot. We have no apes and gorillas in North America.
No, we don't. We don't have. I don't think we have any primates other than humans.
I think that is, we are the only ones.
And even then, like, we're not even primates. We're hominids.
I did see something. Is there a, I don't know where I read this or something.
The new skeleton that they found?
Like 100,000 years.
The new skeleton that is very human, but it is not. But it is not Homo sapien, and it is not any other species.
No, I think something was found in a site was found in North America that basically says that humans were here over 100,000 years ago. Oh, you go.
Oh yeah,
not
probably.
that 10,000 years that they tried to teach.
Oh
us.
yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. But they also found a skeleton that is not. It is not Homo sapien, but it is incredibly human, and it is not any other known species.
Could this be
of hominid?
Could this be the missing link?
Not on the level of like a Bigfoot. Like it would count as a missing link because it would be
there
part
a
of our
big missing
evolutionary
link
chain.
where we made the jump. That's what the missing link is from.
Well, I mean, because it goes back to like there's Neanderthal man and Cro-Magnon man, but like there's not a whole lot because Neanderthal man and Cro-Magnon man are much more similar to us than any hominid species has ever been to like an ape, physical appearance wise.
There are still people today that have Neanderthal fucking genes, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's that one wrestler, Great Khali? That motherfucker's a Neanderthal.
Yeah. Or like, what is it? Isn't mesothelioma like the oldest fucking disorder?
That would be that's your job.
I think it is. Because I'm pretty sure.
Of course, you're losing your job. Apparently, you thought the KKK was started in fucking Indiana.
It's in Tennessee. Same thing.
Same.
States that are okay.
No, one's okay, one's a shithole.
Take your pick. Speaking of shitholes, don't forget to stop by the Uranus Fudge Factory on I-69 in Indiana.
I'm going to keep setting it up. I'm going to tee them up for you.
Don't forget Encino Man. Shut up.
Hey, some of Brendan Fraser's best fucking
great
work.
movie, but why was Brendan Fraser on stage with fucking Rosie Perez at Woodstock 99?
Oh, he was? That wasn't in the documentary I saw.
I'm pretty sure he was.
Because I watched, I forget what the name of it was. It's on
the
Netflix.
one on HBO.
Was it HBO or Netflix?
I don't know. HBO has one.
I think there's one on Netflix. I watched it one day.
I was on the phone watching it the other day, and I was like, blah, 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 titties! And they were like, what? And I was like, I'm watching this documentary, and there's titties. What's up?
That was a really good how shit went downhill quick. Yeah, because I told you I watched because Flea performed naked, and they actually showed it in the documentary.
Oh, yeah, dick out. Bushy as fuck.
Dick out. For a little guy, pretty decent sized dick. Got a hog.
Good for him.
I'm happy for Flea.
And his name is Flea.
That's like calling a big guy tiny, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, no, there is a pretty substantial gap in the evolutionary chain
of
where we came.
We're back to
no fucking segues. But yeah, there really is there is a noticeable gap in like because everybody wants to be like, oh well, monkeys to fucking chimps to like no. You don't have that drastic of a change without something in between. Even if it's a short-lived thing, or it might not even be its own species, there's going to be at least a group or a locality that has a certain evolutionary difference from the other ones that leads on to that next evolutionary change and chain of whatever the fuck you want, biological diversity. I've been sitting here making Uranus fudge factories. I said that earlier today at work. I was like, man, I love like how I say all this off the wall shit, and then like I talk like I actually know what I'm talking about, or at least have an educated opinion on something. And then my favorite is when people that don't know me that well are around for that for the first time, and they're like, "You're actually pretty smart." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Apparently you thought I was a fucking idiot." Fuck you, Jim. Suck my dick. Now we're back to dumb Travie, you fucking fart knocker, dick face motherfucker. You want to talk about the Pleistocene epoch? You fucking cockmonger.
No, I don't. Anyway, okay.
There's a clip.
Bigfoot. Mount St. Helens. We're back on track.
Exploding mountains, fucking big feet.
$3.6 billion worth of damage in today's money. 57 people died.
Not including the $1.2 billion worth of damage to the Big Feet's houses. Where do Big Feets live?
They make the structures.
No, that's not a structure.
They make little teepees.
It's a teepee without a covering. Therefore, it's just sticks.
That's what they sleep in.
What's up, MTV Cribs? I'm Bigfoot. Welcome to my crib. This is my pile of sticks. It's not much, but it's home. This is where the magic happens. This is my fucking evergreen nest.
They migrate. So
oh shit, I got some company. Say what's up to MTV, Mike Tyson. What's going on, you guys? I'm here with Bigfoot. I just knocked him the fuck out, and now I'm gonna go play with my tiger.
All right, where was I
I'm
fucking
fucking stupid.
But all these accounts are pretty similar. There are several accounts that civilians and people working in the Army Corps of Engineers reported seeing bodies of dead big feets. I'm saying big dick feets.
Big
feet.
They saw the corpse. They saw the burnt bodies of big dicks. They saw big crispy cocks.
Big foots. And
Jesus Christ.
They even saw. We're going to get to this story. Where this story gets interesting. There are witnesses from National Guardsmen and other civilian types that they actually saw a live Bigfoot coming in and out of the tent.
What if Bigfoot talked like Mike Tyson?
No.
It's fucking hot up there, you guys. I got to get out of here.
The Army Corps...
This heat is not good. This is not what I thought when I thought I was going to get a hot comb. I went from matted fucking dreadlocks, now I got a perm.
The Army Corps of Engineers and National Guard were called to help in the removal of all the dead animals. I mean, you had thousands upon thousands of dead deer, elk, and such. They separated all the dead animals into piles. You know, deer in one pile, elk in another pile.
Why? What?
The 5 to 30 Bigfoot.
What purpose does that serve?
Don't ask me. It's the fucking government.
What are they counting off? They're like, take that many tags off. We're taking that many hunting licenses. There's nothing we can do, Greg.
That would not fucking surprise me, actually.
Jesus Christ. How many squirrels? We gave up counting? Got it.
Some of the stories are that there were Bigfoot's bodies mixed in with the bodies of all the other dead animals. According to the witnesses, the Bigfoot bodies were found near Cowlitz River.
Cowlitz?
Cowlitz.
Cowlitz.
C-O-W-L-I-T-Z.
It was the Cowlitz. It was the dragons.
That's Cowlitz.
Potato.
Okay. So what you're saying is it wasn't a volcano, it was a dragon.
It was the Cowlitz. See, Mike Tyson is the fucking link here. Mike Tyson brought fucking Daenerys Targaryen and her fucking dragons, and they singed all the goddamn Bigfoots.
Right. Now,
solved it.
There were several witnesses stated that several military helicopters were seen flying over the area.
And there's just a Bigfoot with a bandana and a fucking lit cigarette in his mouth, like sitting there with a fucking MC, like, "Swow now, swow now."
No. and they were seen coming back with cargo nets. You know, those dual rotor helicopters with
a Chinook.
Yes, with cargo nets underneath carrying a load
Of dead Bigfoot.
Of dead Bigfoot.
Fuck off.
No, there's actual, and a guy actually saw this one story. I didn't get his name. That's the one name I didn't write. I should have wrote down. He saw this flying over his mother's or sister's place.
And how did he know that it was burnt up Bigfoots?
Because
Big feet, whatever.
There was only 100 feet up in the air. He saw the fucking bodies. But he contacted the local authorities and said, dude, there's helicopters with dead bodies of big feet.
How could you tell?
Big fucking arms. Hanging off the fucking cargo. No,
would it be burnt, though?
No, I don't think, no, not necessarily. If they got hit by a fucking rolling log from the fucking landslide, they didn't get burnt. It wasn't lava.
I still have, I have, why can't it be bears? From 100 feet up.
That's not, 100 feet is not that high.
With massive physical trauma, potentially.
Why you gotta fucking poke holes in my fucking fun? God, for the love of God, just sit there and shut up and do your Mike Tyson impersonation.
I'm a realist.
No, but anyway.
I'm a pragmatist.
Well, if it was just bears, what happened next would not have fucking happened. He contacted the local authorities, and they said, nothing to see here. These are not the big feet you're looking for.
They just went and beat the shit out of him.
But for weeks later, he was receiving threatening phone calls from some alphabet government agency saying, hey, do it your Mike Tyson voice. Hey, nothing to see here.
Listen, motherfucker.
You saw nothing.
If you tell anybody about the motherfucking big feet that you saw on that goddamn Chinook, I'm going to come there. I'm going to fuck you in the ass like if we were in prison together. I didn't throw my mother down the stairs because my mother was already dead. That was my wife.
Now, one of the more famous stories of the Mount St. Helens Bigfoot came from, it broke in 2012. The year of our Lord, 2012.
The year that we were supposed to die, according to the Mayans.
That was on my daughter's birthday. Said, makes sense.
12/12/2012.
It was 21.
12/2012, 12/12/12/12.
12/21/12.
12/21/12/13, 14/15, 16/17.
Because on that day, I remember what I was doing that day.
I don't want to know.
I was driving in Indiana close to the
Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69 in Indiana.
And I shit you not, I was. Because
I shit you not, right next to the Uranus Fudge Factory.
Because I remember the whole way there, I was going, fuck, if it world ends tonight, I'm dying in Indiana. Oh, fuck, that's not how I want to go.
If the world ends right now, I'm going to die in Uranus. I'm going to die in the Fudge Factory.
All right. Well, anyway, getting back to this story from 2012, a National Guardsman stated that there were several bodies of Bigfoots in the area. He stated not all were dead. There were a few still alive and being treated. How do you treat a Bigfoot?
Well, I mean, from a veterinary standpoint, like they would have similar makeups to current animals,
except for big old slongs
and big feet.
You know what they say? Big feet.
What if that's when they found out that Bigfoot could talk?
Oh, we're gonna get to this.
Oh my God! Look at all these big dead big feet. And he's like,
I have a note here.
Is that you, Roger?
I have a note here.
I haven't seen you in a decade.
And my note says, this is where shit gets crazy.
It is I, Thelonious.
Come
closer.
He also stated that the U.S. military was being helped by living Bigfoot.
See, I hearken back to the fucking cigarette smoking, gun toting Bigfoot and the coming in hot Forrest Gump style.
In the retrieval of other dead Bigfoots. Apparently, there were other witnesses to this. They saw a Bigfoot and I believe the story is a civilian, but they hopped into a military truck. Bigfoot got in the back, naturally.
Yeah.
Shaquille O'Neal in a ghillie suit ain't getting in the front seat of a truck. Hopped in the back. But they were communicating with this motherfucker. They were talking. They were having a conversation with the Bigfoot. Harry, Where's the best place to look?
The fuck?
I wonder if Bigfoot does talk like Chewbacca. That would be fun. That's one thing about Star Wars that always pissed me off. Everybody speaks to Chewie in English.
And then he speaks back in
Yes.
in Wookiee.
Can't they be respectful assholes and speak in fucking his language?
He'd be like, they just gets all mad. They got the wrong dialect.
Anyway, where was I?
They added a where they should have had a.
But anyway, like I said, the government was actually communicating, talking, having conversations with said Bigfoot.
Was he like just speaking with them?
Well,
Did they go into that detail?
They were talking. They were having a conversation. Like, hey, where's the best place to go fucking look for your
right,
brother?
like
your
you're
brother
just walking,
Tom?
like you just look over, like what the fuck? And Bigfoot's talking to some guy in a fucking like Clippers hat, and he's just like, yeah, I just really wasn't a fan of the Diet Mountain Dew, man. It doesn't have the kick. I like that full octane. You know what I'm saying? Put hair on your chest. Get it? Get in the fucking truck, Normie.
Bigfoot walked out with his arm around him, and said, hey, okay, we got to go over here. We're going over here to the ridge. I had a family member over there, my cousin. Betty Lou lived over there.
I get it, Jim. If I had $1 for every time my wife tried to pull that shit.
But according to one whistleblower,
you know how much fucking nair that woman goes through? Did you lose your spot?
Oh, yeah. But there was one person that actually heard the conversation, and literally it sounded almost like it just noises. The human... almost, I immediately went to Chewbacca.
Or the Sierra Sounds.
Maybe. Or...
You've heard the Sierra Sounds, right?
I've heard... Remind me. I know I've heard
It's
of
the
it.
guy that was like out...
Oh, yeah,
in the middle of the night, and like the former Navy linguist listened to it and was like, it's definitely a language. It doesn't have any roots in any human language, and there's more than one.
Right. But I keep thinking of, what's his name from Finding Bigfoot? Bobo. How he's always doing his calls. Yeah, that's what I keep thinking of. But there was, like I said, some communication going on. So there are human beings in the government that
can speak Bigfoot.
The military did go to great lengths to keep the civilians out of the area, which is not proof of anything other than it was a dangerous area. Or were they trying to hide the fact that a whole Bigfoot colony got wiped off the fucking map? I do not know. They had armed guards. A lot of what I found weird and interesting about the story, not that they fucking separated the animals, which
I find that weird.
Is a little weird.
The fuck does it matter? Just
but
pile them
one
up.
of the piles, according to one witness, was covered with tarps.
And
they had
the big feet.
They had armed guards standing by that pile.
And there's just one hand hanging out from underneath it.
You just see it fall out, like the whole gurney shot in every fucking horror movie or murder movie where the hand falls off the gurney.
And that was the day I stopped trusting our government.
But that's pretty much all the stories combined. They're all pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So, how much bullshit is this?
Now, I have an add-on that you, in fact, did not have.
I've been waiting for this little Easter egg you've been waiting to drop in on us.
Did you happen to come across anything about the skookum?
Can I... Oh, shit, what the fuck I just do? No, I did not find anything. Is that something to do with Exit 22 on Interstate 69, the Uranus...
Fudge Factory?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm pulling these definitions from Fandom, the cryptid wiki.
Okay.
The skookum is a variety of mountain giant or monster similar to the Sasquatch or Bigfoot in the surviving Chinook Wawa spoken in Grand Ronde, Oregon. This variant is pronounced differently. Blah, 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 blah. The skookum is said to inhabit the Mount St. Helens region of Washington state, causing many deaths there. Natives of the Pacific Northwest depict it as a feared mountain devil which can take any shape. However, the modern version of this legend, the features of this creature are very ape-like. The skookum seems to be parallel to Bigfoot. However, this creature is extremely predatory.
So it's a Bigfoot on steroids that's having roid rage.
That has also been a thing for many years in the Chinook Wawa language.
Well, when it comes to all that, like all the different names for Bigfoot, you have the Ohio grassman, Bigfoot. You have, what's the skunk ape in Florida? Bigfoot. It's all the same fucking thing, just with little different characteristics. But what does change a lot is their demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more aggressive. Some are, Harry and the Hendersons with John Lithgow or whatever his name is. Some are docile. Now, there are many different human beings, correct? We come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Can Bigfoot be the same thing?
Well, yeah.
And we come in all different mental capacities and all different attitudes. So the Chinook people, they were interacting with the Bigfoot with a bad attitude.
Yeah, probably.
The Mike Tyson of Big Feet.
Mm-hmm.
To where the normal people in Washington, the female on the Patterson film, was more like Evander Holyfield. Just walking his way, didn't give a fuck. But turn around and beat your ass if you bite him in the ear.
Fair enough.
But I think
apparently that Patterson Gimlet film, there's a lot to that. Apparently that was a long-running thing.
That's one of the weird ones. People completely say it was a hoax. I think John Landis has been related to it. Some people say it was John Landis in the suit. I think, if I'm not, some director. But I've heard a lot of freaking gate experts, and we're talking scientific-minded people that aren't fucking around here, say there is something to that gate.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we'll never know.
But
I don't see.
Well, they even found that I've seen an interview with the guy that claims to be the person in the suit.
Right.
They're like, "I'll just walk like this normal." Like, no, you don't, Jethro. Eat my dick.
Yeah. See, that's what we'll never know. And I've even seen something about they've found the original, or somebody had the original, and they've analyzed it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some people that believe that footage is 100% proof, documented proof of a female mid-sized Bigfoot.
Mid-size as a huge bitch.
Well, yeah, before Bigfoot, it wasn't like a 9-footer. I think it was only like 7 foot or so.
Sound like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. He said, "It's fucking Sam Squams. We better get the fuck out of here, Bubs." "No, he's only about a 6-footer. We can fucking take him, boys." But
the whole Mount St. Helens thing would not surprise. Listen, if Bigfoot's a thing, I would expect that a few probably got killed, or do get killed in natural disasters, such as, especially a volcano eruption.
Well, yeah, if they're out there.
They're out. And it would not surprise me. And like I've always said, it would not surprise me if the government's keeping that shit from us.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing about the government. I have a motto in life. You lie to me once, everything you've ever said to me, or ever will say to me, gets called into question. The government has lied on numerous occasions, and abundantly the past 2 years.
Yeah. And
so
even
guess what?
Admitted to it.
And they are starting to admit to a lot of their fucking lies. Now, so guess what? That means everything you've ever said, everything the government's ever said, has to be picked through and looked through with a fine-tooth comb.
Which it should be.
It should be.
It's impossible.
Because the government doesn't give up. But what questions me about, it's the same thing about flat Earth and some of this other shit. What's the benefit of keeping, if the government knows that Bigfoot exists, what's the upside to keeping this secret? Where's the money? The old adage, follow the fucking money.
Bigfoot super soldiers.
There is a fucking conspiracy theory that they think that's what Bigfoot is. Kind of the old universal soldier that went awry.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they are, running around the fucking Pacific Northwest. You know,
some big hairy Kevin Nash looking motherfuckers.
Goldberg and Dolph Lundgren running around.
Oh my God, yeah. Who's the original one? Wasn't it Jean-Claude Van Damme? Yeah. The Goldberg one was fucking atrocious.
Well, most wrestler movies are. Very few can become The Rock.
Or Batista.
Batista's done well for himself.
He has. John Cena's not bad.
He started off pretty shitty. The Marine.
Yeah. I never even watched it.
Oh, it was horrible. And what was worse was The Marine 2 with, did The Miz or, no, it was one of the, DiBiase son, Jr. I think he did Marine 2. I did watch that special.
Pretty sure they're on, I saw that too.
That is actually a fucking good. And I was never a big fan of Ted DiBiase.
Every time.
You fucked it up.
I didn't do anything.
You fucked it up.
I don't even know how that
Moon
happens.
Unit says they lived the movie. That's Roddy Piper, which there was a special on when I was watching. I stopped the show.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Well, that's a different issue. But They Live was actually a call. I've been meaning to wanting to find that and watch it again. I've seen it 100 times when I was younger.
When I was younger, when I wanted to taste Roddy Piper's Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69, exit 22 in Indiana.
No, but getting back to Bigfoot, what's the benefit of keeping that from us? Where's the upside? Like, okay, let's say the Earth is flat, and they're hiding that from us.
Yes.
For argument's sake.
Go on.
And math is wrong and all that shit, but the Earth is flat. I can almost see a little bit of why they would keep that from us. Because it would, the same reason they keep aliens from us, because they think society would break down.
Yeah.
We couldn't mentally handle the concept of what we've been told is a complete lie.
Which it very well could. I mean,
it's a good possibility, but
we're not the most hardy mental creatures.
No, there are some dumb motherfuckers, especially in the state of Indiana. I love the state of Indiana. I'm just joking. Don't get it pissy with me. I don't want to hear your emails.
I don't need your shit.
A lot of corn. But anyway, and I will say this here's the one thing I hate about Indiana. Fuck Indianapolis. That is the most confusing fucking interstate system of all time. Whoever designed that can eat a Bigfoot dong. Because they were assholes. Let's join 3 interstates together at one time and not tell you what lane to get into the last fucking minute. Fucking jacket. It's called a road sign. I know most of your fucking residents can't read, but Jesus Christ, I can.
It's exit 222? How many fucking exits are there on this highway?
Is it 222 or 22? Okay.
Either way, just Google the Uranus Fudge
exit 222.
Factory,
We stand corrected.
I-69 in Indiana.
There's a bunch of 2s in that exit. That's all we need to know.
It is about the first best thing about the state of Indiana.
That is the only good thing about the state of Indiana. The Uranus Fudge Factory.
And, of course, the birthplace of Tito Jackson.
Okay,
really sure
Jenny, relax. We heard you the first time.
Yeah, chill out. Jeez.
Calm down. Thank you for your...
We get it. You're trying to defend your fudge factory.
Have you been to the Uranus Fudge Factory?
Fudge Factory.
Do you work there, Jenny? I know you do not, but that's beside the point.
My eyeballs hurt.
Do you have the punch card they give you every time you get your fudge packed?
Do you have a plug at the Fudge Factory in Uranus?
Oh, she's going to be pissy with us. We might get some dirty text messages.
You might.
Oh, maybe. Anyway, what was I saying? Bigfoot.
Big feats.
You think they like fudge?
I don't know.
I was thinking about this episode today. It brought me back to my childhood. The $6 Million Man.
Yeah.
The Bigfoot episode. You know who that was, right? Who played Bigfoot? Andre the Giant.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I even had the doll.
Go ahead.
The doll where, because Bigfoot in that series was mechanical too.
Uh-huh.
I even had the doll. It was a big, tall Bigfoot doll.
Of course you did.
And his chest popped off and showed all the mechanics. What?
I was going to say, Pops must have been gone for a while if he got you that doll instead of a Butterfinger that time.
That was before he started going. That was before I knew the Butterfinger trick got played on me. I was the Bigfoot doll was in New York. Butterfinger started in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
When he needed to hide it, his 5-hour trip to the fucking convenience store quarter mile down the road. What is he saying?
Talk about raccoons and hand grenades.
That's a brilliant episode.
It was a great episode. It was a good time.
We're gonna have to replay that one day.
Definitely.
Maybe that's what we'll do. That's what we should do. One What the Fuck Wednesday. Replay it. We'll sit here and stop it and commentate on it.
Oh God, it would be so cringy. I'd be like, oh Jesus.
Because that was early in the.
We're not doing that fucking 4.5 hour episode that we did.
That might have been it.
Was it? I don't know.
That might have been it. No, but okay. Anyway,
I don't think it was because for some reason I remember sitting on the left side of the desk for the raccoons and hand grenades, and I'm pretty sure the 4-hour episode I was sitting on the right side of the desk.
Maybe.
I don't know why I fucking remember that.
It's a good possibility. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Bigfoot. If Bigfoot's a thing, which I personally, I'm always open to Bigfoot. I think of all the paranormal shit and supernatural shit.
I say all the time, like I can't say that I believe that it's out there, but it would not be a terrible shock to me.
And you get all these motherfuckers. Where's the body? Where haven't we found the body? Go fuck yourself. You'll never. You know how rare it is to even find bear bones from a dead bear. You don't find them, and there's reasons for it.
Aliens.
No, it's just vegetation takes over. Scavenger fucking animals.
Well, and there's
I mean, the perfect example is Les Stroud. That motherfucker lives in the woods, makes his living surviving in the woods, correct? And he even stated he's never come across bear bones ever.
Well, they say that there's a theory out there that bears actually bury their dead to an extent.
So, but that's automatically, where's the dead bodies, dude? Go fuck off, Byron. You're an asshole. And everybody says
Joe Byron.
And
take me out to dinner, baby.
Everybody says that. These are 90%. Most of the people are suburbanites. They think the fucking wooded area is their fucking county park.
Right.
Down the street. 95% of the population, I'll say American population, has never been deep inside the woods.
Never. You know where else they've never been in deep inside?
Exit
the Uranus Fudge Factory, exit 222 off I-69 in Indiana.
But, most people never get off the beaten track.
The Who's Your Daddy state.
They walk the trails, which isn't even the outskirts of the fucking...
Right, they're like, I just love convening with nature, and there's a fucking porta-john and a fucking 55-gallon drum with a plastic fucking trash bag in it.
When your car is 50 feet away, that's not the fucking woods, Gladys.
That's the park.
Karen, that's not the fucking woods.
That's the park.
We're talking there are no trails. There is more fucking deep, dense, wooded area in North America than there is populated areas.
Oh, yeah, especially when you get into Canada.
Right, in North America, right.
Yeah.
So
Canada is massively I don't want to say unadventured, because I'm sure because that's my thing. Everybody's like, oh, there's places that nobody's ever seen. I'm like, there's probably a lot of places that people have seen, but that does not mean that they are regularly frequented by human beings.
Tyler might be the fan of the fucking month. He's throwing out names of episodes.
Oh, I know.
The Little Spermaid. That was another. He might be right. That might have been the 4-hour episode.
I don't know.
Because I know Little Spermaid was a Wednesday type.
Not to sound like every other person that has a podcast, but eventually this shit does kind of
run together.
Yeah. Like once you get more than a month in the past, it's just fucking a crapshoot if we're right about it or not.
I mean, I couldn't remember the names of most of our episodes. Like the ones he said, I remember the names because they were classic.
Yeah.
Especially since Raccoons and Hand Grenades didn't it get taken down, or they hid?
Did it?
They hid the fucking... I couldn't find it. I had to they hid the profile pic or something.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to re-find it and re-put it up or something. And I worked hard on that motherfucker with a little raccoon above the... You know, I had to use the Photoshop hardcore on that bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, but, you know, I'm not against... But the people that say, oh, we would have come across a body, why don't we ever see one? Because we don't go in the fucking deep woods. Only a small fraction of...
It's been like less than 100 years since we discovered the mountain gorilla.
Right. It's very possible. If there's
a giant ape, a great ape.
If there is a small,
one
controlled group of bipedal fucking ape-like...
Well, it's been less than 100 years since we discovered the mountain ape, and the mountain ape, I believe, from a scientific standpoint, would be naturally less intelligent than Gigantopithecus, which, if Bigfoot is a species that we know from the fossil record, it would almost have to be Gigantopithecus.
A descendant of.
Yes.
Yes. Which is very... I'm open to it. I think people are seeing something. 90% of it is misidentification.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a very good chance that there is something out there that is living deep in wooded areas that...
I'm living deep in the Uranus Fudge Factory off exit 222 off I-69 and in...
Let's be honest, you ain't living deep in anything.
Give me enough fudge.
No, but I just hate people who automatically discount. Oh, it's impossible. Because you live in the fucking suburbs, jackass. Go to fucking Montana. Go to Wyoming. Go to North Dakota. Go up to Canada. Where you have to drive 120 miles to get to the fucking gas station, jackass. Shut the fuck up. There's not a McDonald's on every fucking corner, Brent.
Yeah, fucking Chad.
All right.
You need to get your fucking shit together, Marcus.
I think that's all we got. Unless you want to add to Bigfoot.
Oh, no, the only thing I was going to throw out has nothing to do with Bigfoot.
Not Uranus, does it?
No, I was going to throw out doing Patreon tomorrow.
We could do Patreon tomorrow.
That's a bitch of a day.
Yeah, I'm a little tired. Actually, honestly, I didn't even see your text. Go ahead and start the pre-show. I got in the car. I have to be honest. I was asleep. I was on the couch.
Yeah, today was just turned into a motherfucker.
Matter of fact, I think your text vibrating in my pocket is what woke me up.
My vibration in Phil's Uranus Fudge Factory off exit 222 in Indiana off I-69 woke him up.
I think Moon Unit believes he's a believer of Bigfoot. It sounds like
a lot of people are.
I believe Moon Unit, is he not? If I might be getting him confused, he's of Native American descent, correct? I think Moon Unit, aren't you? I think one of our listeners, we had this conversation. He was of Native American descent. Moon Unit, if I'm correct, tell me in the chat. Oh no, it's not Moon Unit. So I know somebody.
Who was that?
Somebody on the chat was of Native.
I don't even know if they were like a. I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember. It was a name kind of like that.
Talking Bull.
No. Runs with vaginas.
Dances with wolves.
Packing the fudge.
At the Uranus Fudge Factory, exit 222 off I-69 in Indiana.
We're out on that one. We'll see you on Patreon members tomorrow. We will do it as always. We will let you know all about... I will send an email. And if you are not a Patreon subscriber...
Become one.
Go to patreon.com/GITN podcast, and you can get the exclusive Patreon members live stream that we do just about every week. And I think eventually
we pretty much do it every week at this point.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We're going to try to get them to Sundays because probably be after football season.
I don't know, because I'm honestly considering switching Sunday shows to Monday for football season.
Which is that... Football season screws up our schedule, not because we like football, because Travis works at a sports bar. So, but
I also do like football.
Be sure to, if you want that Patreon bonus shit, go to patreon.com/GITN podcast. Follow us on all of our social medias. Where the fuck are they?
They're already up there.
Right up there. I fucked
So
up.
is the Patreon.
No, leave me alone.
Killing it.
There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, go to Instagram at ghost_night_podcast, Twitter at night_ghost, Facebook Ghost of the Night, and the tiki-taki at gitn.podcast.
And please, if you don't mind, and if you liked the show, leave us a review on whatever platform you listen to us on for streaming.
And like and subscribe if you are not subscribed to this
also fucking that.
Lovely channel. And like Travis said earlier, tell 3 friends. And have a competition to see who hates us the most.
We want to have a pay it forward situation with this.
So get 3 of your friends to listen to us or watch us, and we will give you a big
thanks.
And a shout out on an episode. If they say, hey, Jessica sent me to this.
And let's be real.
We love you or hate you. It doesn't matter. If they send us, we will give you a shout out.
And let's be real. The more we grow, the better our equipment gets. So the better the product, the better the dumb fucking product that goes into your ear holes.
And the more alcohol I can drink.
Sure. It's a bad way to look at it, but all right.
Well, because I perform better so drunk. I last longer.
That makes sense. That reads.
All right. We'll see you guys. Take care. Love you. Take care. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Bigfoot's real.
Big feats.
Mount St. Helens had Bigfoot dying left and right.
Uranus Fudge Factory off I-69, exit 222, Indiana.
Go get some fudge.
68427. I don't fucking know. I made that up.
8675.
309.
It said I remember that phone number.
Everybody does.
I can't remember. I can remember my home phone number from when I was married.
So I can remember my home phone number from when I was a kid.
I can't remember my fucking cell phone number currently.
I do. I remember mine.
I have to look every fucking time. Anyway, we're out of here. Enough of our bullshit. Take care. See you guys.
Bye.